Welcome back to Cryptos Are Us. I am George. We're all George. So, I am off site today, but I have some very, very important news to share with you guys. You guys have to pay attention because FOMO season is here. Tonight, we saw some crazy, tremendous pumps. You guys have to be paying attention. If you have not been paying attention, you need to do so. We are getting some random pumps out of nowhere. Well, that is if you are not paying attention. That's why this video is so important. You may think that we are getting random pumps out of nowhere, but no, that is not the case. Everything has a reason, and I'm going to try to break down some of these reasons for you guys because, this is the time. This is the time in the year that you really need to pay attention. This is why you guys have been holding strong and DCAing for this entire year and this entire cycle. This is why you have been so strong and accumulating DCA, because now this is when it gets exciting. And this is why everything is moving right now, guys. Okay, let me show you what I'm talking about, what has been happening, and let me add a little speculation for you guys on what may be pumping next. But let me tell you guys a few things first. First of all, this was announced today, okay? As for the next SEC chair, I think we know who is next. Paul Atkins. Who's Paul Atkins? Paul Atkins is a very pro crypto guy, advisor to a project that some of you guys know, RSR, Reserve Rights. And he has not, first of all, this is unconfirmed. And second of all, he has not accepted yet. Okay. So basically, this is someone that I think a lot of people are very excited about. And he could be a very good SEC chair. We don't know. I mean, we're speculating, right? Of course, we don't know exactly if he's going to be awesome, but it does seem like a lot of people are thinking this is going to be a good pick. But this is the reason why we saw this. Reserve rights, right? RSR shoot up like 80% today out of nowhere, right? So this is what I'm saying. If you didn't know why RSR went up, you may be thinking, well, this is a random pump, right? It just went up for no reason. No, see, this is why you got to pay attention. These are not pumping for no reason. There's a reason for it. Now, of course, it's coming down because it went up so much, right? So you don't want to be buying at the top. Whenever something goes up like 80%, yeah, you gotta watch out. You don't want to be throwing a long right up there, right? You gotta wait for things to cool down. Once that comes down, then you can throw your long, but you don't want to throw it right at top. And here's another example. Tron went up 80% today. And it wasn't because Justin Sun ate that stupid banana that he bought for $6.9 million. It went up 80-90% today before falling back down. Why did it happen? It wasn't because it was a random pump. There was a reason for that, right? Even I was like sitting at a desk. I even tweeted out, what the hell is going on with Tron? Then I got my answer. Look at this brilliant marketing move. Justin Sun tweeted out, we're thrilled to invest $30 million in World Liberty Financial as its largest investor. Okay. That is Trump's. Yeah, that's right. That's Trump's own crypto. The U.S. is becoming the blockchain hub, and Bitcoin owes it to Donald Trump. Tron is committed to making America great again and leading innovation. Let's go. That's a brilliant, brilliant, brilliant marketing move by Justin Sun, right? So again, this is not accidental. That's why Tron shot up today, right? That's why it's FOMO season right now. This is just like 2021. When any little bit of news, any little bit of good news, any little bit of good news comes out, you see crazy pumps. Solana, a lot of you guys were worried about Solana. Solana started coming up today. Solana's up a good 6%. The reason why, Grayscale filed for a Solana ETF today. That's a pretty big deal. So Solana pumped up a little bit. Today we saw a lot of others come up. IOTA still doing pretty well. This morning I talked about IOTA possibly mimicking XRP's footsteps, and it is. It dipped down a little bit, and then now it's coming back up, and we still have others, right? Other ISO coins, that's coming up. Hey, guess what? Do you know where I am right now? I'm going to give you guys a hint. I'm at an Avalanche thing in Miami for Art Basel. They invited me, so I'm attending this like a week-long thing. But you know what? What have I been saying this past week? Right? All the coins that have been pumping so far are American, listed on Coinbase, ISO compliant, right? The 3 criteria. Now, not everything fits all 3. Some are not ISO compliant. Maybe some are not US based, right? But think about what happened with Avalanche recently. Why it started really going up? Because their founder tweeted that they're working with the Trump administration, which actually has been happening for a while, but it just no one knew about it. But guess what? Think about Avalanche, U.S. based, on Coinbase, working with the Trump administration. They haven't said that they're ISO compliant, but they are really. I mean, they could be. They could work for that standard, right? So Avalanche is a prime target for that as well, right? And a lot of dApps within could be as well. So Avalanche is definitely a prime target, and there's many others too, right? So I mean, there's so many projects out there that are American-based and Coinbase and listed on Coinbase. I think they're all prime targets today. I started looking, I started digging, and I think I found a gem. And I'm going to keep my eyes on it for a little bit, right? I found a few, but I think they're a little bit different criteria than what I just said. So I'm gonna keep my eyes on it and see how it is. But what I think is going to happen is the whales are just going to take turns to like pumping all these American Coinbase projects. So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna be right. Eventually, I'll let you guys know. But I think I'm gonna be right. But like right now, my point is, you guys got to pay attention, right? If you're not following me on X, you got to do so. I have my link in the description. You guys got to follow me. I'm posting all these up-to-date news, everything that I have a whole team that's helping me do this. I'm doing it too myself as soon as I see it. Hey, you guys have to be following the news. You got to get on Twitter. That's where you go find all the latest news. Even more often than you go see on YouTube, right? You got to pay attention, because as soon as these news hit, you're going to see a big effect on crypto. Like, this is definitely FOMO season. You're going to see it. And I also think this is the season now. You got to like do some homework, put 2 and 2 together, and think about some of these things that I've been saying. And you got to do some thinking about, like, hey, if this, and this happened already, what about what's next? This may happen, right? And you might be on the right track, because right now that's what everyone is doing. And that's what the whales are doing too. Keep in mind, whales are just people too, like you. And they're also speculating on what to invest in and what may be pumping next, right? And that's what we're seeing a lot of right now, a lot. And now we're starting to see some projects that are not even American-based that are also pumping, right? So remember the 3 criteria. They may not be in the US, but they may be on Coinbase, or they may be ISO compliant, or they're working with the US, or like what Justin did, they're just going to try to make themselves associated with the US, with that like kind of association, right? You know, who knows? There's a lot of ways to market right now, right? But yeah, a lot of good stuff. A lot of good stuff, guys. So pay attention, guys. I'm gonna be here for the rest of the week. I'm gonna try to keep you guys updated. I'm gonna try to find whatever I can, all the latest info for you guys. Start paying attention, put two and two together. But yeah, I think there's going to be a lot more gains coming this week. A lot more gains. And this new pro SEC chair nominee could be extremely good. And Bitcoin itself, you guys know Bitcoin is a very strong position. And it's just a matter of time before Bitcoin breaks $100,000. And it's going to be even better when that happens. All right? Smash the like, subscribe to the channel. Have a good one, guys. Bye-bye.